number 6 from page number 15, it is given that balance the following chemical equation. So today I will show you how to balance this equation from the steps that I have given earlier. So now I am writing step 1. Okay, step 1. We will count the total number of atoms in the reactant and in the product. So here this is the reactant, and on the right hand side it is the product. Then I will write the number of hydrogen, H for hydrogen, N for nitrogen, O for oxygen, and Ca for calcium, and make two columns to write the reactant and product. So here in the reactant side I have one hydrogen plus H2, two hydrogen, so it will be 3 hydrogen. And in the product side also, let's see, in the product side I have two hydrogen, only two hydrogen, so here I'm writing 2. Next I have to count nitrogen. So here I have one nitrogen, so I'm writing 1, and this side I have NO32 means 2 nitrogen, N2 means 2 nitrogen. Oxygen, for oxygen let's see, 3 plus O2, so it will be 3 plus 2, it will be 5, so I have to write here 5. And in the product side I have 3 to the 6 oxygen atom, okay, and plus 1 it will be 7, so 7. Next for calcium I have one calcium atom in reactant side and one in the product side, so I'm writing 1 1. Okay, in this way I will write the number of hydrogen, nitrogen, oxygen in the reactant side and also in the product side. So now we see that these two are unbalanced. Okay, the number of hydrogen, nitrogen, oxygen, calcium are unbalanced in the reactant side and in the product side. For step 2, we have to see the number of atoms which is more in the reactant or product. So I'm writing here step 2. Let's count, let's take the molecule which have the more number of atoms. So here CaNO3 whole 2, it has the most number of atoms. Okay, so I'm writing just for roughly, I'm writing NO3 whole 2. So from here I will take the nitrogen atom, okay, N atom. Okay, so I'm writing reactant, and then I'm writing 1 for nitrogen, and for product I'm writing 2. Okay, in the product side, so in the reactant I will multiply 1 with 2. Okay, so this 2 and this 2 will be equal, means in the reactant nitrogen, the number of nitrogen, and in the product the number of nitrogen is equal. Okay, so from this I will form the new equation. Okay, HNO3 plus CaOH whole 2, it will give us Ca bracket NO3 whole 2 plus H2O. Here I am writing exact equation, and from the it is in the reactant side we have 2, so here I am writing 2. Okay, and I cannot write the 2 here. Okay, it will change the molecular formula. Okay, anyways, let's again now try to write the number of calculate the number of atoms in the reactant. So here I'm writing hydrogen H, nitrogen, oxygen, and calcium. And now the number of hydrogen will be 2. Okay, from here 2, and plus again from that side plus 2, it will be 4. 2 plus 2, 4. And in the product side I have only 2 hydrogen, and for nitrogen again I have in the reactant side 2, and in the product side I have 2 nitrogen. And for oxygen I have 3 to the 6. Now I have 3 to the 6 plus 2, I have 8 number of oxygens, and in the product side I have 3 to the 6 plus 1, it will be 7. And calcium, the number of calcium is same, 1 1. Now what we have to do is we have to balance this, like we have to multiply. Okay, so here I will try to multiply now I will try to take the in step 3 I will take hydrogen. Okay, so if I multiply this 2 with 2, I will get 4, isn't it? I will get 4. So now this is balanced, both reactant and product side is balanced. So then now I will again make a new equation, that is 2HNO3 plus CaOH whole 2, and it will give us CaNO3 whole 2 plus, I'm writing H2O here from the previous one. Now already I have 2 here, so I will write 2, okay, in the coefficient, so that 2 into 2 I will get 4. So now the number of hydrogen in the product side is 4. Again I'm writing here all, I will count the number of hydrogen, nitrogen, oxygen and calcium. Okay, so oxygen and calcium I'm writing in this side. Okay, so for hydrogen now I have 2 plus 2 4 hydrogen, that is same. And now, so I have written it same, like 2 plus 2 4, and then in the product side I have 4. Okay, so 2 into 2 4. And for nitrogen, let me see, I have 2 nitrogen, and in the product side I have 2 nitrogen. These will be same, okay. Others will be same. Oxygen also, it will be 7, in the product side it will be 7, and in the reactant side it will be 8. So these will be like 2 oxygen and 3 to the 6, so it will be 8. So here I'm writing 8, 3 to the 6 and 2 oxygen. Okay, this 2 I'm taking as a coefficient to get 8. For calcium I will write 1 on both sides. Finally you can see that these are balanced. Okay, both sides, the reactant and product, are balanced. So like this we can say that this equation is a balanced chemical equation. So okay, now I'm rubbing this. Okay, so I'm rubbing, and I will show you the last step. The last step is nothing but you have to write the final equation. So the final equation is 2HNO3 plus CaOH whole 2 gives us CaNO3 whole 2 plus 2H2O. This is the final equation, means this is the balanced chemical equation. For question B, reactant I am writing and product I am writing. So the question is NaOH plus H2SO4, and it will give us Na2SO4 plus H2O. So here I am making 2 columns. Sodium, I have 1 sodium atom, and in the product I have 2 sodium atom. Oxygen I have 1 plus 4, it will be 5, and in the product side I have 5. And for hydrogen I have 3 hydrogen in the reactant side and 2 in the product side. And so for sulfur also I am writing 1 1. Now, so now let's take the number of sodium atom and let's multiply this one with 2 so that we can balance this equation. Okay, 2 sodium in the reactant side and 2 in the product side. So I'm writing the new equation. For reactant I have written here 2. So here I have to give 2 NaOH plus H2SO4 gives us, it will give us Na2SO4 plus H2O. Again from this equation we will count the number of atoms in the reactant side and in the product side. So you have to write like this. So the number of Na is 2 2. Oxygen, we have new number of oxygen. Now we will get 2O plus 4O, it will be 6O, 6 oxygen, and in the reactant side 5. And for hydrogen we have 2 hydrogen plus 2, it will be 4. Product we have 2. So now for sulfur, 1 sulfur atom, and again in the product side 1 sulfur atom. Now in these we will form another equation. Okay, so to form another equation, let's do one thing. 2 NaOH plus H2SO4, I'm writing H2SO4, it will give us, what it will give us we will not write now. Let's calculate. Okay, so for hydrogen I'm taking, for hydrogen if I multiply with 2 then I will get 4. In this way let's first balance the hydrogen atom, number of hydrogen atom. So if we balance the number of hydrogen atom, here I can write as H2O, and since it is 4, in the coefficient I have to give 2. So 2, so that it will make 2 into 2 equal 4. So this is the newly formed equation. Again, from this equation we will see that we will count the number of atoms for both the reactant and products. So here serially I have written it, and then let's count the number of atoms. 2 sodium in the reactant, 2 in the product, oxygen 6 we have, and the number of oxygen atom in the product will be 2 oxygen. 2 plus 4, it will be 6. Okay, so now the oxygen number of oxygen atom becomes 4 plus 2, it will be 6. So the oxygen atom now it is balanced. For hydrogen we have 4 and 4, and for sulfur we have 1. Now since we got it like this, the equal number of reactants and equal number of atoms in the product, so we can say that this equation is a balanced equation. Okay, so the answer will be 2NaOH plus H2SO4. It will give us Na2SO4 plus 2H2O. This is the answer for question number B. So students, please be sure that you follow these steps and to find how to balance the chemical equation, because if you don't follow these steps you won't get the correct answer. Okay, so now question number 6, what we have is NaCl plus AgNO3. It will give us AgCl plus NaNO3. So this is the question. Now again I will count the number of atoms. Let's see. For NaCl, we have one Na atom, that is one sodium atom, and in the product side I have one sodium atom. For chlorine I have one chlorine atom in the reactant side and one chlorine atom in the product side. For silver, Ag means silver, I have one and one in the product side. For nitrogen I have one in the both side, and for oxygen we have 3 in the both sides, that is reactant and product. So now from this what you can say that this is already a balanced equation. So question number 6D is BaCl2 plus H2SO4. It will give us BaSO4 plus HCl. So this is the unbalanced equation. Now the same steps I will follow. I will write all the number of atoms in the reactant and in the product. Barium, here I have one barium atom in the reactant side and one barium atom in the product side. So R for reactant and P for product. One in the product side. And chlorine I have 2 in the reactant and 1 in the product. Hydrogen I have 2 in the reactant and 1 in the product. Sulfur I have 1 in the reactant and 1 in the product side. Oxygen I have 4 oxygen in the reactant and 4 in the product side. So now this is the chart. Now chlorine I am taking it here, and since chlorine is unbalanced, so I will try to make it balanced by multiplying it with 1 with 2. Now I get similar number of atoms in both sides. So now I will write the new equation that I have formed. So in the product side, what I will write, I have to change the number of chlorine atoms. So BaSO4 plus 2HCl. I will write 2HCl because in chlorine product side I have got two chlorine atoms. So I am writing as 2HCl. So from this equation I will again try to make it a balanced equation. Okay, so to make it a balanced equation I have to write the number of atoms on both sides and check it whether it is balanced or not. So barium I have 1 on both sides, chlorine I have 2 on both sides. Okay, and hydrogen I have 2 on both sides, 2 hydrogen in the reactant and 2 in the product. Sulfur I have 1 in the reactant and 1 in the product. Oxygen I have 4 and 4 in the product. So now what we got that this is a balanced equation. Because why this equation is balanced, why I'm writing it as balanced equation, because all the number of atoms in the reactant and in the product are same. Please like, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and if you want more videos like this, do comment on the comment section below.